Okay, there is something running today in Nigeria amongst men of means. I mean, those class of rich men. Who are these men of means? And what is that thing they are very good at? Because there is something that they are known for. Do you realize the reason most men who are well-to-do in Nigeria today normally send their wives, they normally send their wives with their children abroad for more studies? Do you know the reason? It is to pave way for them to start painting the town red with the female folks, to start doing anything they want at their own time. Okay? So, having sent their wives abroad offers them a free, kind of a free visa or a big opportunity to mess around town because madam is no longer around. This set of married men are people constituting a kind of a total nuisance unto themselves. Okay? In other people's marriages also, they are part of the problem in many of marriages going wrong in Nigeria. Do you know their job description? Do you know what they are known for after the departure of their wives and children?
That there is a married men pandemic in Lagos. Those who have sent their spouses abroad and won't allow single women breathe in peace. The government needs to step in at this point. I go write petition to Alawusa. So, you see, as I said, this Japa season, there's a Japa going on right now. Everybody's your pride that my wife lives in Canada, my wife lives in America, my wife lives in London. You know, that's what men used to brag.
It's even a toasting line.
Yes, my family is abroad. Yeah. So that's in line that my family is abroad. Now, the circumstances surrounding, not circumstances, the fact that your family is abroad, there's a possibility that a lot of men here are obviously trying to, I was asking that today on the call, he was telling me story. How are they getting it down? And also, the madam in the abroad, are you assuming that madam is like your mommy, that will stay put and nothing will happen? That madam is this modern madam that is looking, modern madam that is looking for satisfaction somehow. Yeah. So she in the abroad also might be saying, I have long hours. I was seeing some comments saying that.
It's more expensive there.
How is it expensive?
I don't know how it
Let me tell you why it's not expensive. Because, you see, you may not cheat on your husband with a Nigerian. It's difficult to find a good Nigerian.
Okay.
You find one guy who just want, hey, Jerome, Jason, what's up, man? Hey, how far? You and Jerome are now cool people. Yeah. He's coming to take out the trash. He's easier. He's easier. Yeah, because he's an American. He's not a Nigerian. But your husband won't smell. You wouldn't think because if he was a Nigerian, it's easy to get. They just to get back to Nigeria, you're cheating. But once you're cheating an American, who gonna know? He is Jerome. He's the trash guy. He's the handyman. He came around. He's the plumber. God bless you.
And he came. Good money.
Yes, and they will do you well. Compared to the Nigerian. Okay. Oh my God.
He's a yikes.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on this man? On this person?
So I think that this man is not a good man. One, because he's not telling us the truth. Okay. He's making it seem like it's the married men that are going around looking for these single girls. They are a crop of single girls who target married men because they know that their needs financially will be met. Most of the girls we see these days are all out for what they can get, security. Even those that are doing business, even those that have good jobs, they still want what they can get from the men. So they position themselves, and in their head, okay, the wife is not even here, so I can run the show, I can handle him, I can be in his place, and he's not going to be hiding and rushing or hiding to pick calls, and we have enough time to plan. So if it's 7 hours ahead of time, you know that by the time she's sleeping, he's awake, when he's awake, he's sleeping, you can do what you need to do. So it's, for me, I see more of the women who would prefer, they will even tell you, I prefer to date married men because they don't stress me. All these young boys will come and be discussing, sharing bill, doing this, doing that. But you see these married men, just tell them what I need and they give to me. So let him say it well. It's the singles that should let the married men breathe. Okay. Because some of them, have them as
No,
targets. These are the people that we want.
that angle, we've
That's
discussed
a
it several
different
times.
angle, yeah, that's a
It's an angle that with the usual angle. Let's not go to the usual suspecting angle. Let's go to the new angle
Yes.
of these married men looking for how to be okay,
Yes.
and how their wives too are looking for how to be okay in their abroad.
Because someone will ask you, the women that are targeting the men, did they carry a gun? Did they put a gun to his head? Did they tie his hands and legs and say, you are in trouble today? No, you made a decision. So, you know what? I find this interesting. The part I find interesting is the petition he wants to write. Imagine we call in Governor Sanwo-Olu and say this is a serious matter in Lagos.
Yes.
Families are, are going, disintegrating because, these married men will not let young single girls breathe. What sort of conversation would we be having? Like, what would the governor do for us? What would the State House of Assembly, what would they...
Stakeholders
Yes.
in this?
So the way I've seen in Nigeria, they'll start talking about polygamy. They'll say, okay, it's okay for a Nigerian man to have a abroad wife and a Nigerian wife. So that it's better to have polygamy to have adultery. Those are the sort of conversations you will hear from Alausa and those sort of places. I'm just saying. But the truth is, this is a conversation we truly need to ask ourselves when we're making these decisions. Every time we talk about jackpotting, we say there are so many other costs. It's not just about going there. What are the different other things that you're letting go because of this? And sometimes when we bring out this intimacy, everybody's like, no, what is there? I can call myself. But the truth is that intimacy is such an important ingredient in a marriage or any relationship. And if it is missing...
Okay. What they do is normally to start hunting for anything under skirts and trousers. That is their job. Okay? Most of them now spend most of their time disturbing other married women in their husbands' places. They even go as far as flirting with the wives of their own close friends too. Okay? After combing all the whole university hostels in Nigeria, they even go as far as they don't even spare even secondary school students. They don't allow them to breathe. Okay? They don't allow them to breathe around. In fact, I don't know what is going on. They do go for even their own daughter's age mate without any iota of shame. Okay, they do go around splashing their white oats and cash to any woman who cares to look at them. Let me put it that way. Okay, just for the purpose of enticing them to throw their thighs wide open for them to enter inside their ministry. Nothing else again. Okay, but one funny thing here is that while some of these men deliberately send their lovely wives abroad and their lovely wives and children for a better education abroad, maybe on one course or the other, or going there to go stay with the kids for their children. Many of these wise men, I don't know if I should call them wise men, many of these self-acclaimed smart men do forget in a hurry. They do forget something in a hurry, that even their own wives are not made of woods and that they are humans too. They don't know about that. Okay, they do not know that most of those women they sent abroad are also busy with their own side men taking care of their wife's ministry.
Young woman gets married, 25, maybe early 30s. When she enters that marriage, she's in that mode of, I'm now a Mrs. XYZ, raising her kids, getting a job, doing her stuff. Her sex drive is not really high. When she starts hitting 40, when at the moment you've jackpot, they now jackpot, maybe your kids are now 5, 6 years old, 10 years old, your wife is now maybe 39. You now jackpot her to Canada. She's in her 40, 45, 45s, 46, and she's still in the jackpot. You think she's still going to be Sister Mary that you married the 25, 10, like
The hormones have changed.
The hormones have changed. She will see Jerome and do Jerome because her body is different, and that's the reality Nigerian men have refused to understand and accept. The woman you married and you sent away at the age of 35 is not the same woman at the age of 42 or 40 upwards.
They don't even know. Okay, so they are doing exactly what their husbands are known for in Nigeria, because they are humans. and they are not made of wood. No be artist carve them. They be human being like you and me, with flesh and blood running in our veins. Okay, so as their husbands, manages other people's wives' ministry here in Niger, so are other foreign smart ministry managers are busy managing their own wives' ministry over there, as if there will be no tomorrow. They don't even know about that. Okay, so in the process of that, your hunting expedition in Nigeria on Nigerian women, let me put it that way, do not forget in a hurry that other sharper guys are at the same time managing that your lovely wives of ministry too. Okay, but one can ask this question. Yes, can ask this question. Why are women following this kind of man, knowing fully well that he's a married man? But the answer here is, do they really care? Do they really care? Which one be my own? Concern me now. Okay? So that will be their own candid answer. You don't have to doubt about that. No doubt about it. Okay? What our women wanted from these kind of men are nothing but money and opportunity. Yes, only money and opportunity. Okay? So one other issue is that these hunters are not ready to disclose their true identity. They are not ready to tell the woman the truth about their original mission, although the women know. Okay? So they will not even accept to be truthful to that person. They will not let that person know that, oh, please, I'm a married man, or so I hope you know about that. Okay, so a lot of all these our young ladies love them because of what they can get from them. Yes, it's because of what they can get from them. So our ladies want something. They want something more than ordinary 2K. Okay, most of the ladies needed. It's not an ordinary 2K that they are looking for. They are looking for something bigger. So most of the ladies needed house rents, change of cars, trip to Dubai, wardrobe refurbishing, change your set of clothes now, things like that. They also use that opportunity to go for BBL. They go work their nash. Okay? Change of woman hair, restocking of their shops, etc. etc.
Is the conversation you highlighted rightly, Miriam, is or Morayo, men are not ready to have that conversation.
No, lying.
They will always tell you a man is polygamous in nature. A man, I find that very funny because it's a human being that is actually polygamous in nature. And one of the reasons why it seemed like the men had a leeway was because they were excused for their bad behavior. Society supported them. Society made it a man's world. You can do anything as long as you are the man, you are the man. Society shamed the women. And so the women found other ways to do their thing quietly with manipulation, secrecy. But from olden days, our great-grandmothers had children from different people.
Hey.
They mixed children. How did you think that happened? It was this Jerome case.
Hey.
Because they have to find a Jerome.
Jerome syndrome. It's a syndrome.
All right. So that's what they normally use that time they catch this particular set of men. They use the opportunity to do this kind of thing. So since they are from well-to-do brackets, it is their best time and opportunity to get whatever they can from these men, okay, before their wives comes back. Yes, they can grab whatever. They use the opportunity to catch waiting they fit catch before mother come back. Okay, so when this man comes into the lives of these young ladies who are already down and waiting for a pie, waiting for a kill, they wouldn't want to spare a second time. They wouldn't want to spare any single opportunity. Okay, so one of the reasons these men are causing pandemic in Nigeria is there isn't the opportunity to exploit and experiment on all those things that they think that they cannot do with their wife. You know, many of them normally claim, I know my wife can never do that type of thing. I know my wife. Okay, they would want to try those things their so-called innocent wives cannot do with these daughters of Eve. Okay, they want to try it with these daughters of Eve, those things that they cannot do with Madam. They will experiment it with them. Okay, so those are some of the reasons why there is married men pandemic here in Nigeria. Okay, they have become unto themselves a total nuisance unto married women, single and divorced women, students in the higher institutions of learning in Nigeria. Even ordinary secondary students are not left out at all. They are not left out because they enjoy hitting both the stick and the frog at the same time. Korompara, koro umbara, or I don't know how they used to call it in Igbo.
Pastor Ibiyome said it, and it sounded very funny. I just saw a 10, 20 seconds clips on my way to work, and I kept laughing, where he said, you better call yourselves to order. Where you are here, your wife is there.
Yeah.
That cold, so. You are here alone, and you say, we want the children to grow, wants good. Like, you better call yourselves to order if you care about the marriage. So, distance is a major cause of breakups in marriage.
And Ronke, it's because we always trivialize this issue of intimacy. Make it look as if it's a man thing. It is the man that needs it, not the woman. Forgetting that the woman who has also moved out, who is far away from you, will have those needs met somehow. There are people who are in their homes. It's not as if they want to cheat. They don't want to, but unfortunately, the biological demands requires that they get fulfilled. They get certain things get fulfilled. So it's biological. I'm trying to speak. Allow me to focus. Make it professional. Jeromically speaking.
No, you know what's funny also is that I think this conversation where men are even accepting that women may feel the same way is a new acceptance. Nigerian men, I don't know who told them in the before, believe very strongly that their women don't have feelings, don't want anything else.
To do
Once
with anybody.
if she's married, she's at home, she's fine. You hear people, they'll say, no, my wife can never do that.
Never.
My wife is always in church. She just beats with the children. Then after the children, she's in church. Then after the church, she's back to the children.
So do you know sometimes lack of communication and understanding can be the major cause of this married men pandemic here in Nigeria? Yes, when there is not enough communication between you and your wife, between you and your partner, a lot of things could go wrong. All right, a lot of things could go wrong. So if your wife is at least, this is a kind of suggestion, it's at least up to 40 years of age, why not sit down with her, discuss how you two can bring back that spark in your marriage, that life back in your marriage, put it back. You can if you two decides. Find out from her how she would want to be handled, taken care of in the other room. Okay? So no wonder why DNA testing, these days are a kind of taboo to discuss or to talk about in our families today. You dare not raise this DNA issue as a discussion. If not, you can be poisoned for suggesting for a DNA test to be carried out on your children. Yes, it's too dangerous to do so. Okay? Anyway, my name is Ogu Emmanuel, a relationship, family, lifestyle, and sex enthusiast. Thank you so much for watching this video. I did not take your presence on this channel for granted. Please subscribe to my channel, click like, ring the notification bell, and do not forget to share. Share this video, share it to your friends, to your relatives, and even to your enemies. Who knows tomorrow? Okay? Let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topic. I promise you another beautiful video next time. Bye-bye.